Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, it's showtime. Hi, how you doing? I'm back. More Guild Wars 2 action. Back on Gravedigger. Reached the end game, the map's equivalent in Torchlight Infinite. Hasn't been very interesting. Not that it hasn't been fun, it's been reasonable amounts of fun. Just hasn't been interesting, so decided I didn't want to stream it if it wasn't being particularly interesting to me. What can I say? Alright. Well, sure. I'll have some food. I'm not too proud to take freebies. Experience banner? Sure. Why not? What else we got over here? Birthday cake. Anniversary banner? Sure. Alright, the storyline. We're going to be doing the Chapter 40 storyline quest.
They can't be trusted.
Which will probably be the last of the base storyline we'll do. Lion's Arch. As when you're done, it gives you a key. Hey, what can I say? I like free things, and I cannot lie. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Hope your weekend so far is doing reasonably well. Weekend? Week. Work week. Probably work week. Weekend? Why did my brain do that? My brain does things sometimes that I'm not entirely keen on. I would like to enter. Oh, we do get the... Okay, we're going to get the key right away. For some reason I thought... Anyway, this will be the last, and we won't actually do the Tybalt stuff. As much as we love Tybalt. Hi, Logan. I'm going to skip the Petulant Children, which is almost all of them. Except Kaith, who's an idiot. And a traitor. And done! Just that quick. And we get a key! That's what we did it for. For the key. I'm going to open a Black Lion chest and hope to get lucky. And... let's see. There's nobody standing at the bank. I have literally never seen that before in my life.
My word.
His word. Right. I'm going to open this chest. We are going to get a Black Lion statuette, a fine Black Lion die canister yellow, 2 commons. Good ones will be the unlocks. Maybe the dies if we get lucky. The ones that kind of suck, 1 gold. Revive orbs, the transmutation charges, those ones. Crap. We have a 10% chance of getting an uncommon or better, which will include things like the Mystical Beast Focus Skin. Weird sort of cool, blurry effect. Also in here's the Valkyrie's Champion Helm skin.
Seek, and you shall find.
Not really this character's vibe. And new expansion coming out on October 28th. We know 5 of the elite specs.
Someday
By name. We know which icon goes with which class. Let's see. Mesmer is getting Troubadour. Thief is getting Antiquary. Warrior's getting Paragon. Necromancer is getting Ritualist. And what's the other one we've got? Oh, crud. I can't remember the fifth. We also have two more names. One is, which we assume is the Ranger, is Gale Shot. And one we assume is Guardian is Luminary. The other one was Elementalist is Evoker. So new elite specs for every class. We don't know much about the details yet. Those will get the first batch on Wednesday, I think, where they'll talk in depth about three of them, probably the three that have been formally announced. The rares here are the Void Corrupted skins, which are actually pretty cool. They have the sort of smoky, oil on water prismatic look. And then, of course, the super rares, which I'll never get. I'm going to click here. We're going to get a common here and a common here, and hoping for a fifth box to appear. That'll be an uncommon or better. That's 1 in 10 shot, and gimme. Crap. And if I had to pick two things that I didn't especially want, well, I have a lot of Black Lion claim ticket scraps. I have a lot of the primers. And I have a lot of the Black Lion statuettes. That was a completely underwhelming key. Gotta say it. Don't want to say it. Kinda gotta.
May the stars guide you.
So, from now on, we're just doing map completions to finish out. And next up, well, okay, the fastest way is to just teleport straight to here, I think. So because I bought the new expansion, I got a new character slot. Because I have a new character slot, that means I have to create a new keeping character. And I went with Necro. And
that looks valuable.
Coincidentally, the drop from the 3 days of drops was the top end drop was a Ritualist outfit. So my brand new Necro is wearing a Ritualist outfit because he's going to grow up to be a Ritualist when we get it's made available to us. This has been my TED Talk. We are off to, I believe it is the Fields of Ruin. I mean, I'm here. I should go ahead and, grab that. Make sure I'm going the right way. As to be expected, I'm not. If there's anything you can count on me for, it's going the wrong way. Truly, I have mastered the craft of going the wrong way. Ebonhawk, the Fields of Ruin. It is a good map for leveling up. A lot of people aren't aware of this, but when you kill random mobs out in the world, you get XP for them. A lot of times you'll get extra XP. It'll say like 50 XP and then 130 XP. The second value increases over the amount of time since the mob has been killed, or since it was first spawned, I guess. And so ideally, For fast leveling, outside of using books, the fastest way is often by killing neutral mobs, because they have been, it's been maybe even days
Now
since they've
that's
been
a view.
spawned.
That's right. You lose.
I feel strong.
And so you get massive amounts of the extra XP for it. And this is a map where frequently people don't ever really do anything on this map unless they're doing a world completion. So a lot of times the neutral mobs, and even mobs like that, see, 48 plus 112. 112 was extra because they spawned a long time ago. That was 113 and 197 extra, so going to the less played areas and just killing mobs a lot of times is the fastest way to level up by actually playing the game. But I will normally, the event has spawned. Normally what I will do for leveling purposes is map completions. Which have about a 30% chance of returning a key. So far I have 1 key out of 4. I was robbed! Robbed, I say. Oh, that's right, they're trying to steal those. Oh, we can't have that now, can we? See, those ones are not giving any bonus XP because these are spawns for the event.
Quick.
Hello there. Welcome. That's the heart complete. I have completed a renown heart. Go me.
Things are going to get worse before they get better around here.
That's kind of the way things
Tensions
tend to
are
go. Things do tend to get worse before they get better.
There's much I can teach you.
Oh, you can teach me while you're laying down on the ground?
I am death incarnate.
I am death incarnate, by the way. A lot of people don't realize that about me.
You have seen battle. I can tell by the boldness of your attack. Well done.
Thanks.
Uh-oh. They don't look very nice.
Stop them! Oh, look out.
Now that's funny.
There is a vista
Don't just
up
stand
here.
there. Go get them.
And since we're working on a map completion, that means every piece of the map. And there's a hero point over here. Gwen Thackeray's grave. Anyone who played Guild Wars 1 has probably met Gwen Thackeray. She's a little girl at the start. And she's Logan's several greats' grandma. I try not to hold it against her, the fact that, you know, she's responsible for us having Logan. But it's tough. Another level for me, that's 46. put all those away, and we will continue. Oops. Unnecessary dismount. I feel shame. It's a suspicious door. I really don't understand what makes a door or a bush suspicious. Well, I mean, look, of course it's suspicious. Look at it. It's just standing there. Pretending to mind its own business. Who does it think it's fooling? Not me.
I agree with the Separatists. No treaty, never!
Maybe I convinced them to rethink themselves. Their point of view. Probably not. Humans are so good at that. It's a suspicious rat. You know, I can understand a suspicious rat, but I'm still not clear on the suspicious door.
I feel strong.
But I do feel strong. I am strong. I am invincible. I am woman. Wait, no, that's not right. Old guy music reference. Separatists
We
sympathize.
Jenna never suffered through our war. The Separatists are right. No treaty. Not now, not ever.
That he's just kind of a negative Nancy, I gotta say. Grab that. Oh, we've got an event. No, it's a triggerable event. Still got to get the POI or whatever it is in the center of town. I think that's the last for this part of the map. Mm-hmm. Why, we are already 21% done.
We'll just leave after the treaty.
Event failed, yeah. Well, I figured that was going to happen. As I said, generally this is not a map that gets played a whole lot, unless someone is doing a map completion, specifically.
Hey, not to interrupt you, but I could use some
I'm
help.
certainly not going to do that event. That one's really takes a long time. Lazy worker. Being dead on the job. That's no excuse. It's just so hard sometimes to keep these people on their toes, doing their jobs like they're supposed to be doing.
Quick! Kill it!
I feel strong.
Well, if by kill it you mean kill the script, I did. But I imagine probably if the script's telling me to kill it, they don't want me to kill themselves. Gossiping? I've been to Lion's Arch. Hey, Zug Zug. Back to work.
Good to meet you.
Good to be met. Lazy miner. Capture forlorn hope from the ogres. In a minute.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Yeah, it had to hurt. Missed me. Twice. Missed me twice. Man, the other bats are going to make fun of him.
That went better than I expected.
I'm not not sure why there's chickens just hanging out here in the mine. Hey, get off your ass, you lazy miner.
That went better than I expected.
That's another level. Wow, that's pretty quick. Art complete. I get a nice pretty ring.
Strong.
I am strong. Let's see. New pants, 39, 38. Not quite as good. Almost, but not quite. When I get a new item of attire, and jewelry doesn't count, we randomly re-roll our dies.
He went to Lion's Arch to be a sailor.
Clang.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Knowing him, he's probably a pirate by now.
Alright, see if that ogre event is still ongoing or not. Looks like it is. Nobody seems to be doing it. Again, I did mention, this map tends to be pretty damned empty. But there is no heart for it. Hence, it is not worth the time it would take. Which would be substantial. There's another player. It is a strange map in that it's sort of non-linear. That at no point does the storyline sort of lead you there, regardless, I think, of which starting race you choose. It's in the char sort of area of control. So theoretically it's a char zone, but it is mostly human and char. And humans fighting char and char fighting humans. And humans fighting humans and char fighting char as the char separatists or human separatists. I can't keep it all straight. There are char and humans trying to make peace, and there are those that don't want peace on both sides. I think the Star Trek one where where Captain Kirk went to prison to Aurora Pentag. He in bones. And he, of course, had sex with supermodel. I mean, he's Kirk. Of course he did. Let's turn in the scrap metal. Yeah, good. Better than halfway done. See? Another player there. But not a lot here. I saw somebody was asking about Guild Wars 2 on Reddit, basically saying, are there a lot of players in the starting areas? The answer to that question is definitely yes. This is a kind of a weird map, so it generally doesn't have a lot of people in it. But because of their dynamic map loading, most maps have lots of people. Picking up lots and lots of scrap metal.
Bring Bring it on.
Exactly, bring it on. I'm not sure why my character said bring it on, for no good reason, but he did. Probably not quite enough. But maybe it's enough. Another heart. We got more points. Okay, so we don't... Our next spec slot doesn't open up until 71, so for now we'll be spending our points on various and sundry skills. And eventually we will stop with the minions. This Minion Mancer, not that strong. It's perfectly good for leveling. But it's not an especially strong build by itself. All right, we're going in for Krunko. Krunko Bug Tender. Good work knocking on him on his ass, Flesh Golem. Krunko has been defeated. I don't think there is actually anything down here except a bunch of pickable veggies. But there is up here. There is a POI. So I think we've got, if not names, we know what all of the icon, which classes belong to the icons. There was a leak. We have another player.
Lend me a hand.
Emo Gala. Okay, I'll help out. At least a bit. Wow. There's another player. More players than I'm used to seeing in this map, anyway. So that's nice. We don't really have any information on any of the new specs other than names in some cases and which classes they probably or definitely belong to. I don't know much about Paragon or Ritualist from Guild Wars 1.
Bringing the pain.
But those are in, we know that. It certainly seems like the Gale Shot is the Ranger. I also know the Evoker appears to be is Elementalist and appears to be a summons-based. My assumption is that it's going to be a temporary summons. Basically, it'll look like a fire spell that will look like a fox sprinting around and attacking something. That kind of summon. As opposed to a long-term summon, like, say, the Mechanist Pet, which frankly, I think would be pretty cool. You could summon
We'll never lay down our swords.
a long-term pet. I mean, you do have the mid-term pets from the Elementals you can summon, as those can stay up for a while. In the case of like the lesser one, you can have 2 or even 3 of them up at once if you have it set for auto casting and you don't mount. So ideally, I would like another sort of fire and forget minion class. Down here, right? Similar to the Mechanist. Especially for Elementalist, it would be good. A lot of new players choose Elementalist because, hey, you know, fireballs and stuff are fun. But Elementalist is not a fire and forget class. It's not one you can sort of no-brain. One of the reasons I enjoy Mechanist is I can basically no-brain it. I can talk with you good people while I play. I can do decent, more than adequate damage. He's a veteran. And so I think for new players, given the number of them, that play Elementalist, it would be nice if Elementalist had a more new player friendly experience. I mean, there's a reason my very first character in the game was an Elementalist named Lens. I really enjoyed Dagger Elementalist in the beta. It was only while leveling that I, sort of discovered outside of the beta that a little bit on the fragile side. I noticed that my Guardian basically never died and killed things at least as fast, if not faster. And so he ended up being the main. How now, Brown Cow? I am curious. How much XP will this one be worth? Whoops. Okay. We got them all. Got all the brown cows. Oh, they haven't been around for a while. Like I said, a lot of times killing the neutral, non-hostile mobs is the best XP. And this should do it.
One more
There we
thing
go.
for my
Another
list
heart
of
complete.
accomplishments.
Another POI. And a Vista. I like the little fog layer. We are 45% done with the map already. Don't. ArenaNet, please. Please. You've given us the F1 button so that we don't always catch the arcane beams to project us forward at great speed. How about 2 more? One so we don't always wall cling, and another so that we don't always accept updrafts. Please. Make the mount perfect. Make it the mount we all want it to be. Earn this heart. Let's do this one. The ley line gliding. Disable. Let us disable the other two things that we have no choice about. Oh, joyous! It's the fourth spam or fraud phone call I've received today. I will mute. They hung up. They don't like my message. Good. Because I can't stand them either. Phone calls from non-existent official sounding organizations. That when Googled, don't exist. Speaking of which, spamming bots can also die in a fire. Give me just a second. Really, genuinely. Why Twitch is either technically incompetent or lacks the will to ban any account that sends out more than one message with that particular URL that was in that message. Pattern matching is something computers do really well, turns out. So basically, Twitch, get off your ass. I mean, they had these guys gone for, I don't know, a couple weeks maybe, and they changed their message. It's like, no, you don't search for the specific message. You search for anything with that URL. This isn't rocket surgery. Oh, it's all power and ferocity. Grab that. And frankly, if you think that you're going to get partnered by spending, I have no idea how much money, on viable viewers, I think you're almost certainly smoking the cracks. Vista? At least it's honest bot spam, unlike the people who pop into channel and pretend to be interested or follow, and then immediately come up with something telling you how awesome you are and how much you'd like to help me out and increase my viewer count by sending them a lot of money to make me icons and stuff. It's like, you know, I get some tells from people trying to do that, and they're straightforward. I thank them, you know, and I thank them for their honesty. The fact that they didn't try to hide what they're doing
Thank the gods you
behind
came
fake
along.
enthusiasm for me and my incredible, awesome, vibing stuff. Really been vibing to your stream? Really? Vibing to my stream? I press F to doubt.
I feel strong.
Hey, I have some great ideas as to how you could get more viewers. I'm sure you do. I got some great ideas about how you can take a flying fuck. Had a couple of those over the last few days. The dishonesty bugs me. The pretending to find my streams awesome. Blowing smoke up my ass. Oh, yes, there is a boss. Okay, we're gonna try to get the boss. Sure, there's like half a dozen of us. He's only a champion. We can do this. We got this. All right. Big CC break from my pet. Somebody's down. Whoop! Me in this case.
I owe you one. I need healing. Seriously.
Get him back up. Sacrifice him to heal me back up.
You will obey.
Almost got him.
I need help.
Got him. Oh, got all kinds of stuff. Look at all the stuff. Oh, is that that leather bag and invisible bag? No, okay, let's see. Those away. Ah, branded strongbox, that's what it was. A new and improved hat. Well, as we have established, that means new dies. That was pretty good. New chest as well? No, not quite. Focus 293, focus 444. Let's see, this neutral Firefly hasn't been in. Got 141 XP with 330 extra. That's the advantage to murdering the neutral mobs. If all you're looking for is straight XP. Wow, I was just talking about exactly the kind of horse shit that person just put into Twitch. Possible ban evader. Not in this case. He didn't evade shit. Literally, I talk about assholes like that, and within a minute, 3 minutes, love to talk about you. Catch your streams. Here's my Discord. Yeah, really? Yeah, here's my finger.
Eat that!
Exactly, eat that. Ooh. Quality red meat. I just found your content. I am unable to focus on anything else. I would love to watch your stream more times. What's your schedule? Please add me on Discord. In other words, that's another protected word that alerts the software to the fact that someone is almost certainly bullshitting, and that's the case here. It's the assumption that the person you're trying to sell something to has to be an idiot that bothers me most.
For Ascalon.
Sure, for Ascalon. Whatever. Sell some crap. There we go. Crap is sold. We have 13 more points to spend. Yay! We'll mark the well. What is that icon? Sentinel lumber carrier. I don't know. I haven't the ideas. So here's a clue. If you're a spamming bot, hang around for a second to see if you get flagged. If you get flagged, time to change your message. Or maybe better yet, chewing on a handful of razor blades. I hear they're delicious and part of a nutritious breakfast. Wood collected. Sure, I can probably collect some wood. Oh, I guess they're the ones that are collecting it. I'm supposed to protect them, presumably. Well, yes, but I don't want to. If you've got to change your message so that you don't spell out Discord because you know it's a suspect
You
word.
thought that when Queen Jenna offered the...
You'd really think you'd put in the effort to try and find something else, but no. They can't. There are certain poxes, plagues upon the houses of us streamers. That's one of them.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Another one is the people who just come into chat and intentionally aggravate, say stupid stuff to try and get a reaction. A lot of times they'll pop up on your Discord as well, just to try and make things even worse. Not always for the faint of heart streaming. Certainly should be an easy gig. Most of the time it is. Can't say it pays well. Most of the time it's an easy gig. Not that I'm doing it for the money, mind you. I do it because I'm an old fart and I enjoy it. I sure as hell wouldn't want to try and make a living at it. Got friends who've got kids who are of an age where the kids want to grow up to be streamers. Like, that's not gonna happen. It's like saying you want to grow up to be a professional quarterback in the NFL. Could it happen? Does it ever happen to anybody? Yeah, obviously. What, 32 of them starting football games every Sunday? But there aren't a whole shitload of incredibly successful streamers. All right, another heart complete. What are we looking at? All right, continue east. So we work our way through the map. All methodically like. Yeah. 60? We're better than 2/3 done with the map. Great googly moogly. And you can quote me on that. I have no idea where the great googly moogly comes from. But I've been hearing it for years. So it's stuck. Frequently, language is a virus. I believe it was Laurie Anderson who said that. Yeah, there's nothing back here, I don't believe. That requires our attention. Axe drag cut. Another player. I've got a couple of griffin feathers I'll donate to the cause. A little bit of XP, assuming that player's going to finish it. Not a bunch, but a little.
The trick will be interlacing the feathers to avoid airflow.
Ideally, if you get events, if you can run the event and at the same time make progress on the heart you're working
Bring
on,
rescued villagers
that's
here.
about
We'll
ideal.
keep this area secure.
Strong.
Feel strong. How now, down brown cow?
There's one to remember me by.
Matriarch, take you! Really horrifying are the ones they have this sound when they die. It's just really awful.
Strong.
That's it. You hear it softly in the background there. How about we free the captured villager?
Thank the gods you're here. I don't want to think about what could have happened.
You would have been Purina Harpy Chow, my friend. Alright, there is another hero challenge back here. This one can be tough because a lot of times the harpies will fly away and come back, and they'll basically get into exploit mode where you can't hit them and damage them because they're flying and this is all weird broken terrain.
Let's see how you fare against this clutch.
I got rid of the two little ones. That just leaves the matriarch. Veteran matriarch Scrabclaw. And she vanished. She'll be back. All right. Matriarch, take me. But I already killed the matriarch. Punks.
Strong.
Alright, he should make it the rest of the way. Iron here. We're getting close to finishing off the heart. It's so disappointing. That spear is actually better than the spear I'm using. And it's white quality versus green. Oh well, I mean. 449 axe is better than what I'm using. Another pistol. Gives us two pistols if we want to go pistol, pistol. Oops, we gotta die. Alright. Consume that. Put those away. Kill a couple more harpies to finish off that heart. It's a young harpy. Matriarch, take you! Vanished. And who's back? She's back. Sorry, she. My bad. Oh, do we get credit for the griffins? Maybe? Yeah, we did. Okay. Another heart complete. We are 72% done. I'll have you know. Halcor Meadows discovered. There's a chest. Ooh, is this going to be a Skrit? It is indeed a Skrit burglar. Another player here. I got changed into what appears to be a squirrel. Oh, they're immune to the chill. Little bastards. And I've been turned into a squirrel again.
I feel strong.
Oh, and it kills when I get turned into a squirrel. It kills my freaking pets. That's bullshit mechanic. I've been turned again. And again. Oh my god. Seriously? Fucking Arena, are you kidding with this shit?
Strong. I am death incarnate.
Land failed successfully. That's a level. Ding, 50. Alright, now we get to go all the way back and pick up the various bags of loot.
Eat that.
We summon our pets. Oh,
That went
damn it.
better than I expected.
No, it didn't. I hit the wrong button. Did not go better than expected.
I feel strong. Arise, my creation.
Where are my bags? Oh, my bags of loot. Stupid treasure scrit. Chain CCing me. Alright, can't use. Can use. That's a 361 horn, which is better. The harpoon, which is a water weapon.
One more thing for my list of accomplishments.
The aqua breather. Yeah, that one's got to be better. I can't use that. I can't use that. I can't use that. Right. Tidied up all of those things. We have mail. Ooh, Twilight Arbor. Aiding Kaith. I think I'd rather chew nails.
Victory or death!
Victory or death, I shouted out of nowhere for no particularly compelling reason. Stop it. God. Arena Nat, please. Please. Sky Scale is so good. So close to being perfect. Alright, we gotta kill a whole bunch of Jar. And occasionally they're mortars. You gotta murder them! Shady Jar. Interesting. Some of my pets could path over sort of a steep incline. The other ones had to go around. Like a prisoner must have escaped in here. There's somebody in there like freeing prisoners. Because I know there's a POI in here. There is a player in here as well. Oh, fine, we'll grab that battle plans. I'm not sure who I have to give those to. You know, occasionally, if I'm running, the auto attack on the sword goes straight into the ground. Grab the battle plans. Okay, we'll mine first, then we'll grab the battle plans. Fine, fine, fine. I mean, it's a rich silver ore. That is another level. Select my reward. Which do I want? That's a level, replacing a level 30, replacing a level 39, or replacing a level 46. We'll go with
that. Looks valuable.
Damn it.
Thank the gods you came along.
Yes, thank the gods I came along. That is true. Definitely do some god thanking. Of course, the human gods are long gone from this world, so maybe not.
Thank the gods you came along.
Got some plans. What do I turn these into? Does it say on them? Scout Steeltooth. Nobody wants to invite me to join a group, but no, I'm heading out. I don't know if I've got enough for Steeltooth to finish out the heart. And the fact that he's 300 meters away. Hey, I found some. Nope, not enough. Need to kill like one more. It figures. Always one more char who needs murdering.
I achieve things. I'm an achiever.
I achieve things. I'm an achiever. That's 77% done with the map. And another level. Touch in there. Did we get more points? Didn't notice. We did. Let's finish off Spectral. Go into Corruption. I'm big on corruption, you know, personally. On a personal level. Tenebron Lake. Shadowy. Tenebrous means shadowy, so. Oh, that did not work as I had hoped. POI here. But we do have heart, so.
them off for now.
Strong.
We'll just murder some branded. Our number of branded actually have to be murdered to finish out the heart. Sentinel Gristletooth thanks me. How can you have Gristletooth? Gristle is... that has nothing to do with teeth. Gristle is like a muscular thing.
Strong.
Possibly tendon, ligament, but
That went
regardless,
better than I
nothing
expected.
to do with teeth. Jar don't even understand the basics of anatomy, I tell you. Do Char enjoy laying down in the sun? They're big cats. I'm just curious. Do they, let's say, poop in a sandbox? I'm just asking questions.
Strong.
Now that's a combo.
Another level, defeated 25 out of 25 dragon minion mobs. Another big boost to the XP from the journey. The new player guide. No. The adventure guide. Technically is what it's called. It did make it was a good tool for teaching new game mechanics to new players. It's also giving them a lot of bonus advancement in the leveling process, significantly faster. One more ought to do it.
Take that.
83% complete. Across on the other side of the lake, we have a waypoint. It's also a little hidden glade up there. Water
Time
sampler.
to blaze a trail.
I'm going to blaze a trail. Evidently, according to me. Your mileage may vary. 86% done. There's the little hidden glade. Secluded Glen. Hi, Glen. Another hero point. Bing! 88% done, and that's all the hero points. We do have a heart we're working on over here. Fiddling with the capacitors gives you a little progress, and most of the time it also spawns a lightning element.
Oh, that had to hurt. strong.
Little progress. That one didn't either. Okay. I promise I didn't lie, as far as I know. I said that, and now 3 in a row haven't dropped out the lightning elemental. But here you can see a branded spark. That's what I'm talking about. Pop out of the silly capacitors. Honest, they do. I mean, unless maybe these ones are already tied to it, and that they won't summon. I would have sworn, but it's possible I'm hallucinating. Again. There we go. See? See? That one summoned one. We are 90% done with the map. Seven levels today, I believe. In an hour and 18 minutes and 13 seconds, approximately. Sure, rich iron vein. Where is it? 15 iron out of that. That is unusual. Sort of 367. Even though it's white quality, it is better than the one I've currently carrying around with me. New boots. They are better. That'll be a new dye job. All those away. That goes there. That goes there. That probably has to be thrown away. Yeah, that has to be thrown away. Cannot be salvaged, cannot be sold. Our current dyes on our current actually worn gear. This is the second, so we have 2 dyes. But this is what I'm sporting as an outfit currently, so I don't like the first one. We can go with the second. It does seem like I get one sort of good color I like and then plain stuff otherwise. We'll try again. I mean, it's fine for what it is. We've got Dusk, Tungsten, Tarnished Silver, and Spitfire, and I didn't apply it.
I feel strong.
Let's try another then, shall we? Oh yeah, that's appalling. There we go. Pastel Mint, Hydra, Lemon, and Plum. That's pretty awful. Couldn't ask for anything more. Might seem a stupid question, but how do you find a guild to join? I don't believe there is an LFG looking for guild. What I would do, I mean, sometimes some people will advertise that, you know, they're looking for new players. There is, you can check the Reddit. The guilds I'm part of are actual, you know, people I've been gaming with for years. Just so you know, you can be up to 6 guilds at once. So don't be shy about, you know, accepting a guild invite. Do be aware there are some people who want you to represent the guild. You can only represent one guild at a time. I can show you what that looks like. So right now I am representing the irregulars because it's checked. These are the other guilds. And they want you to represent them all the time, even on another character. Guild membership is account-wide. So do be aware that there are guilds that want you to join and then insist that basically you never ever do anything other than show what guild that you're in their guild, and that's on all your characters. I don't know why the sort of weird attitude towards it, but it's not unheard of. I wouldn't say it's common, but it's, you know, does. Oop. I do not want to fight a champion by myself. I would fail. I'm pretty sure that there is, as I said, a subreddit for guild, where people will advertise their guild, what they offer, what they expect. If you hang around in the big... I have no idea what that is. In the big social areas, which is usually Lion's Arch, there will probably be invitations or people advertising that they're, that they're inviting people to their guild, that kind of thing. I am not certain how easy it is to get invites outside of that. If you're joining group, or you team up with a couple of people sort of dynamically, they should have a guild tag. I do now. You can see it above my my minions' heads. It has their name, and then in brackets IRR, which stands for Irregulars, which is the guild I'm currently representing. It's called Guild Wars, but there's no guild search. Yeah, it is a little strange. I won't deny that. Talking to someone tonight who's been looking for 12 days and hasn't had one invite. You've been looking for 5 days. I would say your best bet is, especially if you're a new player, don't be shy about advertising that you're a new player, but would be to go to Lion's Arch, which is where the largest number of players are likely to be congregating, and asking if anyone has any suggestions, or if anyone is looking for active players, or what kind of interest. I want to do the old dungeons. I'm interested in PvP or World v World. Are there any suggestions to find it? But I have to agree completely. It is a little odd that it's called Guild Wars and they don't supply a mechanic for finding one. At least I don't think. Let me double check. I will poke around in the social panel. Looking for group, followers. So if you go to looking for group, there is a guild recruitment tab there for Guild Plaza, and there are currently 3 in it. So that is why to open contacts and looking for group, go to the looking for group tab. And you tried that every day and still no luck? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I think Discord is used by a lot of people, but then more and more gaming infrastructure is showing up on Discord. Do take a look at the subreddit. That might be your best place to actually sort of get an array of possibles. These guys are World v World. Those guys run PvE and World v World. Those guys are PvX, PV everything. So yeah, I would agree that that does seem to be a weak point, but then it is generally a generally agreed upon thing. Ah, you playing on EU? Yeah. It's also possible that there may be a more general way of doing it on EU that I'm not aware of. That may sound like a strange thing to say, but the communities between EU and NA have a lot of dissimilarities mechanically in the things that they do. For instance, most of the time when people on NA are opening up a group for people to join, usually for large-scale events like a meta event or something, they will include the IP address of the map they're in. But that doesn't get done, or at least didn't used to get done in EU for whatever reason. It just wasn't done. Where it was the standard here, but not the standard at all there. It's a weird one. But for what it's worth. I will also, again, I'll finish my thought. There, it is a generally agreed upon thing in the Guild Wars 2 community that the looking for group, looking for game functions are not very strong. So, one of the things, the new expansion that's coming October 28th is the first content drop after that, so that will be 3 months later, is supposed to be them doing reworks on a lot of sort of core game systems. So it's possible that we might get something of an improvement there. It is certainly a generally agreed upon point of view that it's not something the game does well. It's better than it used to be, but it's still not done very well. That is the map completion. Yay! And I have my present waiting for me. Delete that. Head back to what? Lion's Arch, I guess? Sure, Lion's Arch. I didn't grab the waypoint there. Wow, loser. Yeah. I wish I could give you a little bit more, definitive and positive feedback. Poke your head into the subreddit and again, the looking for group, looking for game system is not awesome. Another suggestion would be to, especially if you haven't done a given in-game meta event, where a bunch of people are running around doing stuff in the same map together. That can be a good way of just generally meeting people. But because I've always played with people I've known from other games, it's not something I've had to do. But it's not something I would be enthused about doing. Give me a key, please. Why do you hate me so much?
From my dream.
That's not as good as what I'm using. I can't wear that. I can't wear. That is not as good as what I'm already using. Disappointment.
Someday I will establish my prominence.
Someday I'll establish my prominence. Did we get more arrow points? I don't think so. No.
Seize the moment.
Coda's blessings upon you.
Sure. Why not? Let's sell all the junk.
Until next time.
Excellent. All right. Another common dye, lavender. I've got all the base game dyes. That's not a bad purple. I will mail that off
Life
to
is a trial.
Gildy.
Coda the judge, and Coden the jury.
Let's see where we are in the Chiefs. Adventure Guide Volume 3. We need 4 more things. I need to mine more ore, but in those specific maps. Defeat enemy factions. Those specific factions. Crafting a masterwork item. Defeat a world boss. Defeating Elder Dragon minions. Yeah, that's 56 more, so that's a lot. None of those are getting done quickly or easily. The Adventure Guide is a very good way of leveling up, though, as it does introduce you to a lot of the game mechanics. And another 439 achievement points to go. I haven't been racking those up, but then they do slow down.
Answers lie hidden around you.
Pardon the yawn. Wow. Wow, old man feeling old today. I think I'm going to call it a bit earlier tonight than I usually do. Start of the week and all that. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Not sure what. Might be more Guild Wars 2. Might be more Torchlight Infinite. Might be more Dune Awakening. All three of those are viable possibilities. And who knows? Maybe something else. I am nothing if not unreliable when it comes to choosing what I'm going to play next. If I'm not focused on one game, I do tend to bounce around a lot. Anyway, I want to say thanks again, you guys, for hanging out. As always, I'm very appreciative. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your Monday, or possibly Tuesday, goes great. And take care. Yeah. Ciao for now. Bye, guys. Thanks again.